Ladies and gentlemen, Abdullah here once again from Freedom for All. Welcome to the second episode of the series Weekly Nugget. On today's episode, I am going to talk about a mystical quote of Neville Goddard which I think you would love. The quote is, "There's no need to hurt anyone in this world. First of all, there is no other. And so we think there is another. We're just fooling ourselves. In the great dream, we see others, but there is no other. So you can really assume any form in this world and then give to the other what you give to yourself. Because really, in the end, you're giving it to yourself." So first, let's take a look at the first part of the quote, which is, "There is no need to hurt anyone in this world. First of all, there is no other." Now, what does it mean by there is no other? It means in your three-dimensional reality, the ones you look outside of yourself are not separated from you. Rather, you and everyone else you see outside are one and same. The second part of the quote says, "And so we think there is another. We're just fooling ourselves. Knowing that others and you are one and same, if you still count them as another or count them separately from yourself, then you are just being fooled. Because the moment you separate people from yourself, you are also separating yourself from your true self, which is your own infinite consciousness. And by your infinite consciousness, I mean your own reality, the truest existence of you." Continuing the quote, "In the great dream, we see others, but there is no other." By the term great dream, Neville meant the three-dimensional world. Neville referred three-dimensional world a dream because he believed that this whole vast world is a dream, and the subjective world within, or the world in your wonderful imagination, is the only reality. The world of imagination is the world where your true power, your own infinite consciousness comes in action, which creates your earthly experiences. If you notice carefully, Neville used the term great dream. He called the earthly life a great dream because everything of your earthly experiences is created by your own imagining. Isn't that great? I mean, isn't it a great comfort for you to know that it is you who is creating your own experiences? Lastly, so you can really assume any form in this world and then give to the other what you give to yourself, because really, in the end, you're giving it to yourself. This last part of the quote is very mystical. Here, Neville suggested, when you imagine or assume lovingly for people around you, or anyone you know or you don't even know, you are actually imagining or praying lovingly for yourself, because you receive what you give. If you pray for my well-being, in true sense, it would actually mean you are praying for your own well-being, because you and I are one and same. We all are one. You may see differences among people in the world which your physical senses perceive, but mystically, everyone in this world shares the same wonderful human imagination, same infinite consciousness, same God. So there is no separation, no segregation, and no boundary. So anything you experience in your life, whether you take them positively or negatively in the past, don't blame anyone and don't hurt people. Temporarily hurting or being in a revengeful mindset may give you pleasure, but apparently it is most likely to come back to you in another form. I am not saying if you hurt people you must be hurt or you must experience karma, but hurting others surely means foolishly hurting self. So until you have a radical change in your attitude, you are most likely to get hurt if you hurt others. And if you do not hurt others or do not have a revengeful mindset, it means you have radically changed already with the proper application of the law. I love this quote of Neville Goddard because I believe applying this truth in life can bring a type of fulfillment that can help experience a radical shift which makes a person more aware of the law. Furthermore, imagining lovingly for others is a super powerful thing to do. I kind of selfishly pray for others because I believe doing that means I am praying for myself. So I hope you love this quote. Feel free to share your thoughts on this quote. See you next week. Cheers.